Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
Have you always dreamt of having a home that promises an escape from the bustling city life? Here I'll take you to destinations that are waiting to be discovered, whose alluring beauty will surely tempt you to have an abode. So join me, Aditi Singh, on this journey as I bring to you some exciting retreats coexisting in harmony with nature that you would one day like to call your home. Cradled in the majestic Sahyadri hill ranges is the spectacular Lake Varasgaon. On its shores and mountain slopes, a new township has been developed to redefine the concept of holiday homes. Lavasa is a private hill city where people can live, work, learn, and play in harmony with nature. Well, right now I'm in Lavasa. It's a private planned city near Pune, and by the looks of it, it actually makes me feel like I'm in Portofino in Italy. And what really adds to the charm of this city are the multicolored buildings that crowd a waterfront, which is actually the unique selling point of this city, and also the cafes that flank the cobbled promenade. Well, Lavasa surely is a perfect destination for all those aspiring for a quality life. Every living space in Lavasa is tastefully appointed with exceptional amenities, panoramic landscape views and spacious designs, which bring the beauty of the surroundings of Lavasa into the home. The first thing that hits you as you enter the Lavasa city is how international it feels. Adding to its architecture is nature's bounty. India's first man-made hill city is indeed breathtaking. Just like any other planned city, Lavasa has made sure basic amenities are available within the city. For your healthcare needs, Apollo Hospital has been up and running, providing therapeutic care. Designed to be a center of excellence in education and research, Lavasa attracts renowned academic institutions. Other than Econ Hotel Lavasa, which is a Swiss-based hospitality institute, Christ University has also commenced its management courses. Every citizen has access to the information center, which at any given time will be the one source of information on all things, ranging from amenities, queries, billings, etc. The town hall houses all the essential services operating in the city. There's also a public safety center that comprises of a police post and a fire brigade. For those looking for some rejuvenation and entertainment, Lavasa has a lot in store. Residents can avail a 5-year membership and unwind at the Dasvino Country Club. One can indulge in a host of water sports that includes kayaking, jet skiing, and a ride on the cruise boat. The lakeside promenade has a lot of restaurants, lounges, and cafes where you can sit back and enjoy the relaxing views of the lake. You can also hire a bicycle or a Segway like I did to explore the city further. Well, having gone around this beautifully designed and impeccably planned city, there's no doubt that it is actually quite livable. Whether you're traveling here for a vacation with friends or families, or actually plan to settle down here for the rest of your life. And adding to that, an easy access to the city actually makes it even more exciting, which is why right now I'm really eager to explore the different living options available in the city and also find out how much you'll have to shell out to call it your home. Far from the lakeside promenade, a 4 BHK villa with an area of 3,680 square feet perched on the hills is priced at 2.8 crore. Apartments closer to the lake, however, are relatively cheaper. A 500 square feet studio apartment is priced at 28 lakhs and a 2 BHK comes in the range of 45 lakhs to a crore, with the built-up area ranging from 845 square feet to 1661. Rentals here start from rupees 10,000 for the smallest studio apartments and go upwards for bigger units. The second town, Maga, which is still under construction, is priced slightly higher. A studio apartment here would cost you over 30 lakh. Two BHKs here are priced in the range of 50 lakh to 79 lakh. For a 3 BHK, you would have to shell out over a crore. If you are already considering Lavasa as a potential option for housing but wondering how practical is it on ground, then we will let you know in a bit, because we're going to catch up with a few residents of Lavasa who are going to share with us how their everyday life in Lavasa is like. So let's go ahead and hear it from them.
I moved here about 3 years ago, and it's been great those 3 years. Each day has been like heaven over here. I remember I picked it up for about 20 lakhs, a 1 BHK to be precise, and the current price is about 37 lakhs for a 1 BHK. And I'll be getting my own apartment in the next 2 months. So I'll be moving into my own apartment. Currently I live in a rented property.
We were staying in UK, in London, so we moved in from there. Actually wanted to avoid the city life and the traffic and everything. So this has been a perfect place to move in.
I recollect when I used to go to work in Bombay, I used to spend something like 3 hours traveling over there. Out here it takes me about 10 minutes to get to work. I come back, I have a whole lot of time to spend with myself. I can pursue my hobbies. I love painting, I love music. So I have a lot of time, and a typical day over here is like on the promenade with friends over here. Probably spend 1 hour in the lake with my kayak. There's a water sports jetty bang ahead over there. And then we have segways. Sometimes I take a segway if I feel like I can go up in the hills on a segway.
If you have a property, if you have a first property over here and not a weekend house as such, then it is a bit challenging because there is no school as of now. Commercially, doesn't matter if it really grows up, it should be good because there's how there'll be business coming up and there'll be shops been setting up. So we are okay with it unless it's not really a polluting industry or something that really makes noise and disturbs the environment around.
You need to get stuff, most of the stuff from Pune as of now, like things like furniture and all. However, the online portals like Pepperfry and all have made life a whole lot easier for all of us. So what I've done is I typically, order furniture online, so that kind of helps. However, if you need fancy stuff like a pair of designer jeans or anything, currently we have to go to Pune, but that's a small price we pay. Like, to be very honest, I would not want it to be crammed like your typical metropolitan city, because we love it the way it is, idyllic lifestyle, the clean, fresh air. We don't want it to get too crammed with people and too commercialized. We love it the way it is. Yes, we would like a mall to come up over here. Currently, we have a theatre, we have some of the best colleges, already functional, we have a hospital, we have just about everything that's required for daily living.
After hearing what the residents have to say about the city, up next I'll be meeting the city manager of Lavasa, Mr. Mukund Rathi, who's going to tell me a lot more about Lavasa right from its inception. Hello, Mr. Mukund. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome, Aditi.
Well, let me start by asking you that how did the idea of building a township called Lavasa come into the picture?
When this project was conceived, the whole idea was why not to build a city from scratch. So government of Maharashtra thought it should be a right strategy to develop new hill stations because the existing hill stations are crumbling and people need more avenues to go for actually. So that's the whole the regulatory push, by the initiative by government of Maharashtra. It will be a complete city which will give a vibrant, experience to the citizen over the area.
Itself, where people might not feel the need to go elsewhere and access any other city.
Absolutely
and
right.
So tell me, what are the amenities that you provide here for the residents that are available here? They are different from those for the tourists.
Absolutely. This is not a township. You rightly mentioned, this is a city. So city generally has all types of infrastructure. In fact, right infrastructure was the key while building the Lavasa. And you will have, right now we have the 50-kilometer roads here. We have the world-class water treatment plants, sewage treatment plants, and all the governance which will give a unique experience to citizen over here is the unique feature of Lavasa, which will give a long-term real estate value to the person buying.
Well, what has the price movement been since the time the project has started?
I must say that within a span of 6 to 7 years, it has generated a lot of value to the investors over here. In terms of some properties gone up to 80% to 70% within the range of 6 to 7 years.
So tell us, what are the challenges that you still face?
When you build a new city, you have opportunity as well as the challenges. We had to build infrastructure right from the scratch, and that gave us opportunity. But at the same time, building an infrastructure in this area, right from the power, electricity, the roads, the optical fibers, all this was a challenge from the perspective of the construction.
Okay.
Then the master planning, you know, we don't want to hurt the ecology at the same time.
Yeah.
So the master planning was in such a way that you find the dense development around the lake, and you find very, very minimum development on the hill, so that we don't cut the hills.
Yeah.
And
So
that
you've
is our
preserved-
USP actually.
Yeah.
Unless why people will come over here, you know, unless the city is green and it is preserved. Otherwise, they won't buy here.
Yeah,
that's
so you've
what the client-
preserved the environment and you've struck that fine balance. And what is the percentage of occupants in Lavasa so far?
Well, right now the occupancy is, overall occupancy is 6,000 with about 1,000 permanent population staying over here. And if you come in weekend, this occupancy goes much higher, you know.
Yeah.
So we are also in a process of generating a lot of economic activities over here.
Okay.
So once that activities are in place, you will find the city fully populated.
Yeah, so it seems like a city in itself, a world in itself. You don't really need to step out unless there's an emergency.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, does the city sustain itself entirely on tourism?
Well, we have three basic economic drivers for the city. One is, of course, tourism. Apart from tourism, we have the economic hub. And third will be the non-polluting businesses like IT, ITS, animation sort of businesses, research and development. So all these activities will happen over here, which will generate about 80,000 jobs over the years. And the whole residential development is practically to take care of these jobs, you know, the persons who will be living here. So right now you may find people weekend as a weekend home, but going forward, once the economy is there, it's a self-sustained city.
Okay.
So we want to create job over here and also absorb them here only.
Yeah. And so tell me, you know, next 5 years, how do you see the city is going to grow and evolve?
Well, as I mentioned, in next 5 years, you will see a lot of activities. Apart from the residential development, you will see a lot of theme-based activities like theme parks for entertainment, and very unique type of theme parks which will take care of entertainment. Then as I mentioned, some non-polluting businesses like IT, ITS and training centers, and all these people will be housing in Lavasa. And you will completely have a feel like a city.
Okay. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you very
Mukund,
much.
for talking to us. It's been a pleasure.
It was pleasure to me.
The commercial side of Lavasa, however, does not take over the tranquility of beautiful Sayadri Hills. It turns out it is quite an attraction for tourists. And there are a lot of hotels to choose from. However, I have chosen to stay at Econ for its beautiful location on a hilltop facing the valley. Situated atop the highest point of Lavasa and nestled among the hills, Econ provides a tranquil experience to its guests. A boutique hotel located in the picturesque hill city, Econ overlooks the serene Warasgaon Lake. Econ enjoys an unbeatable location advantage that makes the stay a perfect combination of solitude. Interestingly, Econ was launched into operations even before Lavasa was ready.
We started operations in 2004. Basically, this was an 8-room, a property wherein all the officials from Mumbai would come in. When I say officials, I'm referring to HCC and Lavasa. They would come into the valley to monitor what the work is going on, and that's how we started in 2004.
Ekant, the name, has its origins in the ancient Indian language Sanskrit, which means solitude. A scenic resort, Ekant offers deluxe rooms with well-appointed furniture and interiors that incorporates warm colors and complements the natural backdrop. To lend an earthy feeling, the interiors of the room are done with wood along with colors like rustic brown, orange and white.
This is a 20-room boutique property. The property is somewhere around 3 acres and 50% of it is almost a lush green lawn. So the kids and all that can play. We have a kids play area. We have got a cricket field over here. Then people can play basketball, badminton. There's a nature trail walk which is a 25 minutes to and fro walk. And what we've done is that's also part of Econ. So what we do is that we do guided tour of the guests who are staying over here in the morning. And we also do an amazing breakfast which is called a breakfast in the clouds. So we have man-made machans over there. So we set up a table and all that, and we do more of an a la carte service to the guests, and where they can experience the 360-degree view of the valley and then see the sunrise, and even in the evening, the sunset as well.
The boutique retreat, Econ, is set to enter a massive refurbishment phase this year. The hotel has acquired a sizable area near the retreat which will be used for the expansion. The plan is set to increase the number of rooms and also expand the capacity of current operations.
Recently, we've acquired a 3-acre land called a Boulder Park. We're going to make somewhere around 10 to 12 villas, which would be interconnected with our existing property. So there'll be an interconnected bridge with this property. Then we are also extending, we are adding 45 more rooms. We are also going to add in a lot of, we're going to upgrade the existing rooms that we have it. We're not going to break it. The property is going to remain like this. We're going to add gymnasium, we're going to have swimming pool, we're going to have a 170 cover restaurant, and then we're going to extend the property towards the lake. So you can have a lap pool over here, sitting in your room and experiencing, all that we're going to add.
All said and done, Econ is a favorite not only for the travelling folk but also for celebs. Yes, Lavasa's international look and feel has been an ideal setting for Bollywood's music videos. Econ has a slew of celebs frequenting the retreat regularly. With an array of options in entertainment, sports, events, games and hospitality, this pristine hill city is a welcoming retreat for the residents of Mumbai and Pune. From budget hotels to luxury accommodations, Lavasa offers an array of stay options that suit every kind of tourist. Already growing popular as a preferred weekend destination, it is estimated that Lavasa will welcome over 20 lakh tourists from far and wide every year. From supreme housing facilities to promising commercial prospects, and adding to that, a popular tourist destination, well, Lavasa surely does make for an alluring getaway. With that, we come to the end of today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed watching it just as much I did taking you around this beautiful city. We'll be back next week with another exciting episode. Till then, bye-bye and keep watching Magicbricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.